All right, we are back here with Coach Darren Wynn. We're going to kind of get a little recap here of the evening from the girls' side, and it always seems, we had that long, it felt like a long men's duel here, but we'll get back into the flow here with the girls. So overall, looking at that 32-20 win with the girls, and they're looking at contested matches. We did have the 3 forfeits in there, but you guys won 6 of those compared to the 3. We gave up some bonus points, but you kind of walk me through here again. I like to do this with you and just see where we're at with our wrestlers. And
heck yeah. Chasey, it's I'm not going to say it's like an ongoing thing, but that's the hump we need to get over, right? Especially now. It sucks, like we were talking about earlier. Like, it sucks that we had to give up 5 points there, but at least we're giving up 5 points in this duel right now. And, we were able to go back into the wrestling room and hopefully get some more matches up into the national tournament so that we're able to capitalize on, how far ahead we are, and we had the girl in their back and, fighting off her back. At 110, Raya's doing what she needs to do. Little stuff, she's just making sure she's just doing everything right, right? Staying on those legs, not trying to come up to that upper body. And, early in the year, we've seen her kind of get caught in that same position. We just been working the little stuff. With Abigail, that girl that she wrestled wasn't bad, right? She had to fight. She knew that she was ranked. I think if we take the same fight that we had at Iowa Central, it's a different Abigail, right? She's got to take that forward pressure, get to her ties. When she hits her shots, come up to her feet. Just make it more of her match. And 24, Gabby. She's supposed to be out there, but, Monday, we got some sickness going around. So she wasn't able to practice, and then Tuesday she had a lighter practice, so she was a little heavy and, just didn't want to have her cutting 4 pounds. And, it sucks. Kaylia coming out after a tough loss at Iowa Central. It's good to see her have some success and, get back into that hand fight and control the hand fight. And then Jasmine, same thing. She's dealing with some nasty cough, some nasty just phlegm coming up. So it's good to see her still getting to her shots, her offense. Noelle's just stepping up, and that's not even her weight class. She's a 138-pounder, but she fights, and then it's good to see Nevaeh get out there and do what Nevaeh does this time. Getting that 5-point throw. Today in practice, that was my goal, to get her to go out there and just do what she does. I wrestled with her and Paola, and they were just slinging me around all day. So I'm like, hey, this tonight, I need you to, try it. Just let it fly. Just do what you do. I don't want to get thrown around for no reason. And then Paola, with them forfeit in there, they knew what they were trying to do there. Right? Like, they knew that they were trying to catch Eileen slipping. And, I told Eileen, like, hey, when I told them all, beginning of the year, when teams might not weigh somebody in, but just know that in the back of their mind, they're thinking, like, hey, how can we maybe slip someone in here or slip someone in there and, catch them slipping. So, but she ended up coming out and doing her thing. And then Kennedy, she was ready. She was like, Coach, I think they have a heavyweight back there. I think they have. I'm going to get ready no matter what, because they kind of got thrown off at that 207. But not a bad night. Like I told the girls after Iowa Central, like, we still have stuff to work on, right? We still have things to do. Just because we win, we still gave up those 15 points. Like, those 15 points are big. Those are big points that we don't need to give up at the national tournament, and we need to capitalize on the opposite side. So we'll be back in the wrestling room. I'm taking a small group out to Midlands University this weekend. We'll get some matches, and Nevaeh will be out there. Maybe Chasey. We'll see. But we got some time to go back to work, and just got to keep working.
Yeah, we were talking about that Iowa Central meet last week too. Looking at how some of these girls compared, how they wrestle again. And like I said, Nevaeh come out there. I haven't seen a lot of 5-point moves here. Down here, and that was, she had her head where she wanted to get that, and we wondered when Eileen came out there whether she was ready to wrestle, because with the bumping up. So
she was not ready. She was like, Coach, I thought I had a forfeit. I'm like, no, you have to be ready. Like no matter what, they might show one thing, but this is wrestling. This is dual meet season.
Right.
People want to win. We got a target on our back.
Well, and that's what, with both you guys, boys and girls, with that target, and teams are coming in here to try to knock you off and knock individual wrestlers off. And the other thing we were talking about too, with the changes with you, where you get your 15 qualifiers this year.
Yeah.
Where we were trying to just going through that lineup, seeing where you're going to have 4 weights where you can double them up, and where that's going to be. We kind of have a good idea. I'm not going to put that out there right now, but you have a much better idea than I do in that 100%. Room. And so, part of it is just who's ready to wrestle, I guess. And I think I know you said you're fighting a little bit of that sickness, but you got some time.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing. We just got to get in, see the doctor as soon as you get a sniffle, a cough. Let's get that taken care of, and let's go do some cardio and get that out of our system. So the girls, they're not in a bad place, right? But it's just, again, we got some things we need to sharpen up, and we're going to do what we need to do to get that done.
And we don't have any doubt. We looking forward to what's to come here. I know we're going to be back here next week. I think that's our military appreciation night.
Iowa Lakes.
Yeah, with Iowa Lakes, and we'll get that. And like I said, you got a few this weekend, and then it won't be long, and we'll be, I think, Valentine's Day is your invite over there and up in Mason City this year.
Yeah, I don't know if I think tonight was supposed to be military appreciation night.
Oh, it was? Okay.
That was on me. I texted Megan Black last night like, hey, are we still on for this? I should have been texting you probably a week or two ago, but I was, everywhere. But next week on the 4th is going to be sophomore night.
Sophomore night. Okay.
Sophomore night. Yep.
Okay. Awesome. Well, again, I don't like to talk about sophomore night because that means our season's kind of coming to an end, and that's when we're going to lose these girls. And good sophomores. I mean, you guys still pretty young on the girls' side here, and but keep doing what you're doing, Coach. And I think we're ready to have some fun out there in Council Bluffs again.
That's the plan.
It's fun when we come out here on the top. So,
heck yeah!
Congratulations, Coach. Good job.
Thank you.